What's up, Train Fam? Today is March 29th, 2022. We've got layout update number 5. We've got a lot of stuff to go over, so why don't you join me right now on Real Toy Trains. Okay, so one of the first things I wanted to go over is a couple of new accessories that we picked up for the layout. This one being my favorite. It's a Lionel Scrapyard scene, and they're taking apart what looks to be New Haven F-Series locomotive, which was really too bad in my eyes, but it's a cool scene nonetheless. And as you can see, there's a lot of detail going on. This little gentleman right here is doing some kind of welding. This guy over here is taking the door off. We've got Mr. Bossman over here who is giving orders with a couple of parts from the engine laying around on the ground. This gentleman over here is taking another door or another board off the engine. And if we scan to the back of the scene, these gentlemen right here are sharing some sort of box, probably with extra parts. But this has got some really good detail on it. I'm not going to go over everything right away. We can save that for another video, and I'd like to know if you guys want to see a full review on this. But anyways, you've got these cool welding bottles over here with some actual lines coming off. And as you can see from this shot right here, this gentleman's doing his welding, and it looks really great. And the next item that we have up that we just recently acquired for the layout is Allie's Tiki Bar. Now this is an older MTH building, but it still looks great. As you can see, it's got the windows right here that says Allie's Tiki Bar, the nice little neon sign, and it does have a lighted interior. And I think the building's great looking. It's going to make a nice addition to this layout. It's definitely something that you would see in a typical New England scene or a New England town. So I think it was a great addition. And here's a closer look of the lighted interior. As you can see, there's a little hula girl in there. Nice touch. These two purchases that we made, the scrapyard and this building here, were both purchased used. And you guys can find great deals on whether it be the eBay or Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, whatever it be. I am not the biggest fan of paying full price for anything. So if you check the local listings, whether it be, like I said, Facebook, eBay, Marketplace, wherever, yard sales, things like that, you can find great examples like this used for a decent deal. Next up for layout update number 5 is the freight yard. I'm so excited to have this done. It's a 4-track freight yard with a lead that's going to lead to my engine house. As you can see right here, we've used the Gargraves 4-track leads that we've had for a while that I've been excited to use. So those are done. We've had 1 track is wired right now for power. So we're going to add these 3 other ones with some power and toggle switches so I can turn these leads on and off, which is going to be nice to park some trains in here. Also down the south end of the yard, you can see we have another Ross custom switches 4-way switch here and the switch machines to go through it. We'll come back to those in a second. So going down the yard, you've got 2 uncoupling tracks, and I forgot to mention earlier, down the other end or the northern end of the yard, there's 4 uncoupling tracks. So we'll be able to make and break plenty of trains in this yard. So coming over here, you can see we have a right-hand switch that's going to lead to the engine facilities that goes under the bridge, which is nice. And speaking of under the bridge, I have a Lionel hobo scene here that we've had for quite some time, but I thought that under the bridge is going to be a nice little place for it. And I found a piece of track that definitely won't be used on the layout to have trains run through it, but I'm going to cut it down, and when we get to the scenery, we'll make it seem like the boxcar has been abandoned here for quite some time with some vegetation and growth all over this track. So back to the switch machines for the southern end of the yard. I've got these DZ1000 switch machines, and they were on this little bracket, which I was a little bit confused about when I first got them. But this bracket right here is made to mount these switch machines underneath the table. And then the long rod goes up and actually switches the track, which is nice. Now I've never seen these before. I've never seen them anywhere actually. But it looks like they're made by a company called Rick's Racks. in the USA, which is nice. I'm not sure if this company is still in business or not, but it's going to be a nice little place to hide the switches, and I'm going to have to do some Googling to see if they still make these brackets, because that's a nice idea. Okay, so next up is this backdrop that my wife has been down here painstakingly painting, and we're going to do a full video on this very, very soon. As soon as she's done, I've been taking some footage of her painting this, and she's been up on the train table and just going to town. As you can see, the clouds look great. Yeah, she's been doing a really good job here. I was blown away. I didn't think it was going to come out like this at all, and I would have never been able to do something like this. But as you can see, basically she's just going around and, you know, putting it on a base coat, and then she comes back and does her clouds with a bunch of different paints mixed together. So I'm just blown away by how good this is looking. So we'll definitely run some trains past this scene at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that, guys. But once again, I want to thank my wife. She's doing a great job over here, and I can't wait to see what it looks like when the whole layout has a nice gray sky on it. It's going to look awesome. So for the next part of the update, I want to go over all these amazing building flats that I've been getting from my friend Nick, and he is PGH Train Fanatic on YouTube, and he does these wonderful building flats. His company is PTF Designs, and I really can't wait to get putting these on the layout because they're just awesome looking. They're not very thick at all, but it would never know that because of the way that these things are printed. I mean, just look at this one right here, how 3D it looks. It's just amazing. So as soon as we get the track finalized, we are gonna put these building flats all along the back on the wall there, and it's just gonna make the layout pop so awesome. I really can't wait. I can't thank him enough. He's definitely helped me out with a couple custom ones like this barbecue one here. And yeah, he just does a great job. So if you guys want, I'll put the link to his company in the description. If you want to, head on over and check out his website. Check out his channel if you already haven't. But yeah, these building flats are just amazing. If you guys don't have these on your layout yet, hit Nick up and grab some. They light up. Once again, they're not that thick. Custom painted edges, which is really cool. So check them out, guys. But these are gonna look awesome on the layout. I can't wait to get them on there. Okay, so here we are in my workshop, and I just want to go over these new items that I just got from Amazon. Now these, if you look at them, are very similar to the MTH wire distribution blocks, but they are not made by MTH. They're made by two different companies, and I'm gonna put the links to each of these in the description of this video. But as you can see, they're pretty cool. Each one of them has a little input at the top or the bottom for a DC adapter if you're going to run DC through them, or you can also see that they have these inputs for banana plugs, which surprisingly enough, they actually come with banana plugs and a bunch of other ring terminals, which is really nice. And if you look at the other one, it has about the same thing. It's got all your terminals, your inputs if you're going to run bare wire. It's also got an input for DC adapter, which is nice. Some standoffs, all your terminals, and even some banana plugs, which is really nice. Okay, so the next two items are these two cars that we've acquired. As you can see, we've got a Lionel Smoking Reefer, which is really nice. We'll do a full review on that coming up soon. And also a Lionel Lion Scale 57-foot reefer. So both of these cars are really nice looking. The Lion Scale model is a little bit lighter than the Lionel version, and that's pretty obvious because it's got electronics in it and it does smoke, which is really nice. The door does open, and that would reveal the smoke. Like I said, we'll do a review on this, and we'll have the smoke going at that point. Also, this car does make noises, as you'll hear here. Rolling it back and forth, it's got the track noises, which are really nice, and it also has the generator noises, which we'll save for the next video that we do on this car. Okay, Train fam, that's gonna about wrap this video up. If you guys haven't already subscribed yet to the channel, please make sure you do so if you like what you're seeing. Also give this video a big thumbs up. I hope you had fun watching this. I really had a good time making this video. If you haven't already, check us out on almost every Sunday night. We do a live stream at 9 o'clock. We can't do it every night because, you know, we've got family just like everybody else does, but we try to do it every Sunday night, 9 o'clock. We have a live stream, talk about trains, run some trains around the layout, and talk about what we've done as progress on the layout. So again, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give this video a big thumbs up, and we'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.